Hi, I'm Bryant, and I made this video to tell you how much I charge for a will, and to answer that question, because I'm sure if you maybe have called a few attorneys' offices, you might be finding out that you're not going to get a straight answer on that. And I'll give you the lowdown about why you're not getting a straight answer. So first, it's hard to tell. I mean, and it's hard to answer because your estate planning involves three very important elements. It involves you and your family situation, your money situation, and your goals. Depending on those three things, we don't know what your estate planning is going to cost you. That's like me saying to you, how much you're going to buy my house for. You don't know. You don't know how many rooms are in my house or bathrooms, where it's located, what neighborhood it is, if it has a pool or not, how big's the lot. You don't know if it's just a shack or a mansion. So you don't know. It's what are you going to offer me for it? You just don't know because you haven't seen it. And so for the attorney to quote you on an estate plan, he has to see your financial and family house and your goals and learn about your goals. And so when you get that question, you got to make and I'm asked and I hear that question. The main thing I want to know is your mindset right? Some people may decide that, hey, I just want to have something on paper, but you know what, maybe, and I don't want to spend that much money on it. And if something happens to me and there's a mess behind, I'm gone. What do I care? Now, and that's fine if that's your opinion. And so if that's your mindset, you just want to get something down on paper. First off, you don't have to do anything because the Florida law has a will made for you. Who gets what? Who's in charge? You don't have to do anything if you're in that mindset. If you're having to derive from Florida law, hey, then you can say, I don't care what happens. I just want to get some names down and get my friend because they're not covered in there and so forth. So now, if you say, look, you know what, I care, make sure things maybe are easy on my family. We're not having to pay anything that we don't have to the government or the nursing homes, or the creditors. I don't want any of that junk. I don't want any kind of infighting. So if that's of your mindset, then what you want and what you want will affect how much things cost in your situation. So the factors that affect cost are things such as your family situation. Are you on a second marriage? Do you have kids? Are your kids spendthrifts? Do your kids have special needs? So forth. Also another issue affecting it is your assets. How big are they? How small are they? What kind of assets do you have? Or is it a timeshare? Is there lots? Is there stock in X, Y, and Z? Is there oil wells? Your assets and type of assets that you have. And then last is your goals. I mean, what do you want to accomplish with your estate plan? Do you want asset protection planning? Do you want to avoid probate? Do you want to provide for your spouse? Do you want to make sure your spouse does not lose her inheritance or his inheritance when they remarry? Do you want to protect against those things? So it just depends on your goals and on how your estate plan, how much will it cost. So you go to an attorney, you hear you might hear many ranges. If you're wanting a comprehensive, just basic will plan, for me it starts at $700. So that's basically what you're looking to start with, and when you do an estate plan or wanting just a will, if you're wanting just a will, I'm very, very nervous about that. So part of a complete estate plan is a power of attorney, healthcare surrogate, and living will along with your will. So depending on what you want to do, it could go more complicated than that.